I stand here as a person who is a very strong defender of the Second Amendment. I served in the military. I've had and used guns, but there's no need for anyone who is an avid hunter or someone who needs to go out and target practice to have the kinds of assault weapons that we see that are so readily available for so many people in this country.
Over the past few weeks, I've received hundreds of messages from students just talking about how they're afraid to go to school, how they're thinking in the back of their head that someone is going to come in with an assault rifle and kill everyone in their class. That weighs on you. It is hard to go into a school and pay attention for 8 hours a day when you're thinking about being slaughtered by an AR-15.
You know, it's a shame that just a little over a week ago, I had to have a conversation with my 12-year-old daughter about what she should do if somebody stormed into her room with an assault weapon. My wife and I talked to her about how she needed to find a place that maybe she could put a door in between her and the shooter. Even a desk or a chair might end up slowing a bullet down so that it could do less damage to her. Why am I having to have a conversation like that with a 12-year-old girl?
This issue, the gun safety issue, is not something that Montgomery County can legislate, but it certainly is something that all issues are local. Every issue is local, especially something like this, because it is killing our children, right? Whether they live in Montgomery County, Maryland, or whether they live in Florida or wherever. We have had too much of this. We need to say we're coming together, and to work together. When people have a relative in some other state, let them know, let them contact their own Congress people to say, listen, we need something that is sensible, we need something that will work, and we need to make certain that our children are being kept safe.
The reality is, after Newtown, 108 laws passed in the United States in the year after Newtown. About 80% of them loosened gun restrictions. You think to yourself, I've got to be mad. That can't possibly be true. Gun sales soared. The NRA is not controlled by its membership. It's controlled by gun manufacturers. They control the NRA. They dictate the policy, not the people who are members of the NRA.
I shouldn't have to be afraid every single day. I'm just down the road over there, Richmond Montgomery High School, about being shot dead in my own classroom. That's just ridiculous. And people around the country, particularly students, feel the exact same way. The student movement isn't going anywhere. We'll be out on the streets on the 14th of this month and the 24th of this month. We will be out there as long as it takes. We'll be out there until something finally changes, because like Matt said, your right to own an assault rifle doesn't outweigh my right to live.